So, in our daily life, we can observe lot of changes around us. Sometimes, as a best example, is every day we can observe many changes. Sunrise, sunset, sometimes cloudy and sometimes sunny. And gradually it changes into seasonal changes. Some winter, summer after rainy, and then winter. These are the changes. Seasonals, summer, rainy, winter. After winter, we'll enter into summers, then after rainy, then after wind. The changes happens. In ancient days, I mean, say golden days, they thought that these changes are happened by some invisible force. Somebody is doing that. Suppose we are coming to the school. We are coming to the school. How we are coming? The help of walking. So before that, suppose we are carrying a bag. We are lifting the bags like this. A bag come here means which will come? Which come? Doesn't. So we have to apply some force on it. Picking the bags, picking the books. And while entering into the classroom, we have to open the door. Forward, otherwise backward, we have to pull the door. The knob, the help of a knob, we have to pull it forward, otherwise back. Towards you, otherwise opposite to you direction. Some force to be applied on it to open the door. The ancient days, so some force is applied to do some action. Like that, they thought that these things are is a summer after rainy after winter. These changes done by some invisible force. Somebody is doing. If any force does not act on an object which will not be changed, remain should be same position. Understand, that is the universal truth. That is, the no force is applied on an object which stays in your rest position, otherwise which moves in a linear path. Some force is applied on it which changes the state of an object. The some force is not acting on, there is no force acting on it. Someone says there is no force is there, so which will be continued. The never stops that force, if that force is acted on it. So these changes are occurred by some invisible force. They thought that. So in ancient days, a similar meaning has been given for strength, power, and force. These are same, they thought that. These are same. See, cycling, bicycle. When you are cycling, we have to push down always the pedals. When we are pedaling, we have to push down, always down. That means some force is applied on the pedals, then only the cycle moves forward. Understand? So some force is here, the force is applied. Next, they are picking the bands, stretching rubber band, stretching a rubber band. So rubber band is like this. If you stretch it, it becomes like this. If you leave it, it gets into same position. If you stretch it, it becomes like this, and which give a rest to that object, which gets the same position, right? So stretching a rubber band and pedaling and picking bats, these are the forces we are applying. And opening the doors, opening the door also we applied a force on a door. Push forward, otherwise pull backward. Have you observed that when you are entering into a shopping mall, otherwise any shop, they write pull the door, pull, otherwise sometimes they write push, push, pull. If he not presented any word on the door, we don't know that. What we'll do? We'll push, otherwise we'll pull. If he written on that, push the door, we apply the force like this. Pull the door, we apply the force like this. When you know the difference between pull and push, understand? So here if he presented a word on the door, then only we can use any one action. Here I applied a force, that force converted into transfer the moving a object. Here I applied a force, the object moved forward, otherwise came backward. And here I applied a force, that I stretched a rubber band. That means I changed the position of a rubber band and take a duster, sponge duster. There is no force acting on it. If I applied a force, I applied a force like this. So which becomes like this. I released the force. It gets into same position. So we can't see the force, but that effort only we can see. What is the effort here? Moving cycle. When I applied a force on a pedals, the cycle is moving forward. Understand? And when I applied a force on a door, which moves forward, otherwise backward, but I did not see the force, but I can see the effort. The force can change the position of an object. Here the object position change, the door moves forward. And here the rubber band stretch like this. And the cycle from here will move into up to here somewhere direction. When I apply the force on it. So force we can't see, but the effort of the force only we can see. Effort of the force only we can see. See. Some different things we'll do in our regular life. Suppose a table is presented. Suppose this is a table. So to move a table, we have to apply force on the table, edges of the bench. We have to apply force like this, which moves. So digging a borewell. We are getting a water from ground. So we have to dig a borewell to get the water from the ground. So in page number 2, he has given a table. We have to fill it. Digging a borewell. They will do like this. That means push, pull, push, pull like this. So first one action is, first figure indicates push and pull. And second one, sipping juice with straw. With the help of the straw, we can take the juice. We use to drink cool drinks, juice, fruity juice. We use a straw. There, you don't know that, but you are applying a force, pulling. Then only which enters into your mouth. Right? Sipping a juice from a glass is pull. And erasing letters on the blackboard with a duster. Erasing letters. Push and pull. Push, pull. So both, when push and pull, push or pull. First one is push and pull, both we have to write. He has given that push and pull, two actions are doing, present there, both. So one action is doing push or pull, right, present, pull. The first one is both, push and pull. Erasing letters like this. I applied push, then only I have to pull it back, otherwise this gets down. That's why push and pull, push, pull, push, pull. Try to find the difference there. So magnetic attracting the nails. Somewhere I placed a magnet here. We are familiar about a magnet. Some nails are placed here like this. If I place the magnet near to the nails, automatically we jumps and add to the magnet, which placed on a magnet, which stays on a magnet, which gets a jump from here to there. That means somebody is pulled that. That pulled is called force. That force is called magnetic force. Who pulled the nails here? The magnet pulled the nails. The force acted by the magnet is called magnetic force. That force is always the magnet pulls the objects. That is pull. Understanding? Magnet pulls the object. So you can do at your home an experiment. Place a safety pin here. Place a safety pin and use a magnet. Maintain some distance. Suppose it's very near. If you move near to the safety pin, which takes a jump. Who takes a jump here? The safety pin takes a jump and stays on the magnet. So maintain some distance between that. Then like this, move the magnet towards you. Automatically the safety pin also will comes through your magnet. The magnet is moving at the same time, the same way the safety pin also moves. Otherwise use ball pin. Place a ball pin here and place the magnet here. So move a magnet like this. Automatically the ball pin also moves. So who changes the position of an object here? Who changes the position of an object? The magnet changed. So magnet applied a force on the object. That is called magnetic. The magnet pulls the object here. If suppose the ball pin is placed like this, if I want to place a ball pin here, I have to apply force like this. I am not applying any force on that, but only just the magnet, I am moving the magnet like this. The ball pin is coming with me. So that is pulling. Who is pulling here? The magnet is pulling. Right? Right, pull. And fruits falling from tree. It's very important. Fruits are falling. Fruits, not only fruits. If I leave chalk piece from here, which reaches ground, otherwise reaches sky. Otherwise, here roof is between earth and sky. That's why which reaches roof. See, if any objects, if you leaves an object automatically which reaches the earth. Every object. Suppose you also slips while you are walking. If you slip, you also reaches the earth. Sir, I am not reaching the earth. I am reaching the floor. No problem. You have a floor. That's why you reach the floor. If the floor is not presented, you will reach the earth. So any object, every object which reaches the earth, that means earth is a here magnet attracted. That's why the ball pin, otherwise safety pin, moves. Otherwise the nails are attracted by a magnetic force. That means earth is applying a force. That force is, so earth is a magnet. Will you agree or not? If any object places leaves which reaches the earth, so earth is a magnet. The earth does not have differences. So magnet will not attract wooden objects, the papers, the magnetic substance, non-magnetic substances. Substances are the magnetic substance which are attracted by magnet. Those are called magnetic substances. Which are not attracted by magnets, those are called non-magnetic substances. Like that, the earth does not have any differences. Understand? Which does not have any differences, but which attracts each and every object. Earth is a magnet. So earth is a magnet. That's why the apples are falling from a tree which reaches the earth. So mangoes are falling, reaches the earth. The earth does not have any difference, which attracts every object. The paper, leaf, and everything. Hosting a plant. When you observe the time of hosting a plant, generally 15th August and 26th January will hoist the plant. Have you noticed that? This chief guest pulls the plant, pulls to hoist the plant. So when you are hoisting a plant, the applied force is pull. These are the forces. So we can change, we cannot observe, we cannot see the force, but we can change the effort of the force. That means changes of a object. That is force. Types of forces. Types of forces. Forces of two types. One is contact force, second one is force at a distance, otherwise field force. Contact force. Contact force and force at a distance. Otherwise field force. Contact force. There is a physical contact between two objects, then that force is called contact force. Contact, physical contact between two objects. I am holding the book here. So physical contact is there. Two objects. One is my fingers, other is my hand. Second one is book. Between them there is a contact. This force is called contact force. I am rubbing a board with a contact. Without contact, suppose if you are doing with a duster like this, if you are pushing and pulling, may I raise this? Not. There is no physical contact here. This force is called contact force. There is no change in that force. If there is a change in that force, then only there is no change in that object. I written on the board, but I did not erase it. That why? Because without contact, there is no contact between blackboard and the dust. When a physical contact between these two, duster and a board, which will be erased. Contact force. There is a physical contact between the force results when there is a physical contact. There is a physical contact between interacting objects. The force results when there is a physical contact between interacting objects. Those are called contact force. That is called contact force. The force results when there is a physical contact between interacting objects is called contact force. Right? Example. Generally, children will see every day when we get a wake up, at that time we'll brush tear. We use toothpaste. If we applied a force on tube, whether it is a Colgate, otherwise Dabur Red, otherwise Sensodyne, whatever it may be, if we any branded one, you should apply force on it, then only the paste will come out. If you applied a force on it, then paste will come. That means there is a physical contact between two interacting objects. What are the two interacting objects here? One is your hand, second one is tube. That is the example for contact force. And lifting a bag, we have to, there should be a physical contact between two objects. One is bag and your hand. And lifting a book, there should be a physical contact. To lift a book, to open the page also, there should be a physical contact. And pulling a rickshaw, we have to apply force on the pedals. And bicycling, cycling, physical contact. Understand? That is, those are the examples for contact force. Lifting bag, school bag, lifting school bag, and opening page of a book, page of book, and pulling a rickshaw. Pulling a rickshaw. These are the examples. There should be a physical contact between two objects. Then that is a contact force. What about force at a distance or field force? Automatically there is no need physical contact between two objects. The resulting force happens. The force results when there is no physical contact between interacting objects is called force at a distance, otherwise field force. So before that we observed one example, the nails and the magnet. Have you noticed that? I placed here a ball pin and I placed here a magnet, and which pulls. There is no physical contact between them. There will be a distance. No physical contact. And I placed some nails here. I kept a magnet here. Automatically which attracted by a magnet. So there is no physical contact. Nails are here. Magnet is here. There is no physical contact. But those are attracted by a magnet. So these are the examples. So magnetic force is an example for field force. And the deflections happens when a compass you placed. Compass has a needle which shows always north and south directions. Like this, north and south directions. In social studies you can learn that. But the compass we have in physics. This is a compass which contains a needle, always which gets into rest position. That rest position shows north and south directions. When you place a bar magnet here like this, there changes will happen. Deflection. The changes happens in the needle of a compass, which comes to like this. Second, when you place a bar magnet, then which comes like this. There is no physical, observe, there is no physical contact between these two objects, but the deflection happened here because of magnet. This is a magnetic force is a field force. The force results when there is no physical contact between two interacting objects. Between interacting objects. That force is called force at a distance. Force at a distance or field force. Understand? So example is magnetic force. Example magnetic force. Example is magnetic force. See, force are two types. One is contact force, second one is force at a distance, otherwise field force. Contact force, there should be a physical contact between the interacting objects. Example, lifting a bag and opening page of a book, pulling a rickshaw. Force at a distance, field force, there is no physical contact between interacting objects. The example is magnetic force, right? So contact force, we have many examples. One is muscular force and frictional force. So muscular force, pulling a rickshaw is a muscular force. Muscular force, opening, pulling a rickshaw is a muscular force, and then bullock carts, there also they applied a muscular force. They applied the force, then only they can pull the cart. So where the muscles help to change the object's position, then there we have a muscular force, right?